A few days ago, the United States President Donald J. Trump went into Venezuela and picked up Nicolas Maduro's. In Venezuela, it was all excitement. That's the people that owned Maduro were excited. They were happy because they have had enough of this dictator. He was picked up by the United States to allow for the nation to have a smooth transition into a true democracy. He's currently in the United States to face charges for his multiple drug allegations and all the rest. And you Nigerians have, because most of you like to be on the bad side of history, just because you have small voice, because you got into power by the help of your godfathers, whom you have done dirty deals for in the past, who feel that the best way to settle some of you is to give you political offices, trust you with public offices, where even when your characters does not merit it, you come to Twitter, come to social media to say what you don't know, simply because you don't like Trump. See, Trump is not a sycophant. Trump is not the kind of leader that's looking for your love, and that's why I love him so much. I hear people who have held political positions that have done absolutely nothing for their people coming up to say sovereignty, the same thing they said about Nigeria when terrorists has messed you up. Terrorists have been dealing with you. Ill-trained terrorists have been dealing with you since 2009. They came in from everywhere, infested your sovereignty, but you did not mind, because most of you are secretly trying to create an Islamic Republic of Nigeria in which you have failed. I will take you to history. Since you're activists, your half-baked politicians are not being honest with you. Let's go back to 2016 in Gambia, when Yahya Jammeh was the president of Gambia. That man before 2016 had been ruling that country for good 22 years. A dictator. 22 years. He had been oppressing his people, dealing with his people, and all leaders do was to sit down and write statements. We condemn it. We condemn this. We condemn that. What does that do? While the people of Gambia continue to suffer in the hand of this dictator. To the glory of God, there was an election and he lost. Initially, he accepted defeat. Then something came on him and he refused to cede power. ECOWAS, Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS troops gave him till 12 noon to leave, or the troops were willing to move into a sovereign country to restore democracy. ECOWAS, to the glory of God, he took till 4 p.m. and he went on exile. Then there was a smooth transition to Adama Barrow. That was what happened. The world applauded it. Barack Obama was president of the United States. In February of 2022, before the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Vladimir Putin said to the Ukrainian people to take power into their hands, which you can interpret as meaning oust your government. He said he may be willing to deal with the people and not their. He referred to the government of Ukraine as drug dealers and neo-Nazis. And he went in. Today, Russia has released a statement to condemn the United States for removing Maduro, a dictator that his own people know. How about China? Another country that has also released a statement. China is on the heels of taking the Democratic Republic of Taiwan, and that is already ongoing. Because they are not Trump, every Nigerian is fine. Look, Trump is clear. He is not interested in being politically right. These are the events that have played out by other leaders, and we don't mind. See, Nigeria, you feel that your love matters. It doesn't. Donald Trump is clear. He is introducing a new world order that is going well with good people. Before Donald Trump said that Nigeria should do something about terrorism, he gave a warning. What did we do? We came on social media as usual and started tweeting until that Christmas Day strike. Look at what is happening in the war against insurgency in Nigeria now. Can you all see that there is an improvement? There's an improvement. See, you don't like Trump because you know that you may be next. You may be next. But the question I want Nigerian leaders to ask themselves is, if this happens to you, will your people be mad or will they celebrate? Don't forget that Maduro was given around a week to flee Venezuela. He started making negotiations for charges against about 100 of his corrupt leaders to be dropped. Serious charges that he has to answer to. Mr. Trump refused and decided to hold on to power until what happened. Those of you who are talking about sovereignty, answer this moral question. Should the United States have left a man to continue to stay in power who knew that the day he leaves power he will be in jail? How long do you think it would take? Will Maduro have been able to organize a free and fair election for a smooth transition to the choice of the people? You come here and talk about what is wrong. What does Nigeria know about right and wrong? A government that is complicit in terrorism. There are charges against the government of Nigeria by IPOB. What you people are saying, they are terrorists. They are telling that they are challenging the government. They are challenging the government for an independent investigation into the violence in the East, and the government has refused to. If a government's hands are clean, and a people that you label terrorists, even before you label the Fulani herdsmen who have killed thousands of Christians in Benue State and Plateau State, are coming out to say these allegations against us are false. Let there be an independent, internationally supervised investigation. Why is the government not jumping at it? See, Nigeria, you don't have the moral standing to speak when the world is speaking. Well, Donald Trump has done what is good to be done. Those of you who are talking about sovereignty must not exceed the welfare of the people. Government was elected by the people and for the people, and power belongs to the people. And what has happened in Venezuela is a loud warning to all of you who think that sitting in your offices and saying sovereignty can save you. Deliver governance to the people. That is what I can say to you. But you can type all you want. Maduro typed more. He said more. The night before, it was already making a boast about negotiation with the United States. The next morning, he was in cuffs. And America is clear, it can be anyone. Deliver governance to your people. Be the kind of leader that if something like that happened to you, your people will be on the street protesting. not rejoicing.